Yo, it's Gray Matter. So this is a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a while now. I just haven't said nothing because I've seen other content creators talk about it. Content creators like the Angry Man, this guy right here, the Do Better podcast. And I realized they've all been saying the same thing, same stuff I've been saying, same stuff I've been talking about. Just being a man out here and dealing with how some of these women be treating you. You know what I'm saying? Or just the lack of respect men get nowadays in general. If it ain't a woman trying to disrespect you with some dude, some white knight somewhere caping for these chicks because he trying to, he trying to get laid or he trying to get noticed or something. I can't stand them dudes either. But yeah, I was watching this and this did was just remind me of, well, everything, and it made me angry. All the times that I've been disrespected at my job, all the times I've been, talked to any old kind of way as a child, because you're a child and your mom's talking to you crazy. You can't say nothing back. You're not allowed to. You say something back, it's gonna be a problem. Best believe she gonna get somebody, she gonna get your dad on you, something. Forget what, she said to you that was not only really hurtful, but like a straight up jab towards you. Forget all that. You know, you get this from your sister, you get it from your auntie, your grandmother. It don't matter. It don't matter. They have no respect for you. The women at your job have no respect for you. If they in a position of power. I remember I had a chick. It was an old job I worked at. Didn't even introduce herself. You just showed up barking orders and telling me what I ain't doing right and all this stuff, even though I just got in. All right. And if you check them on that nonsense, like I did, they will try to find a way to get you fired. You say something they don't like, you do something they don't like. They always coming at you with this you are disposable attitude. And I'm sick of it. I'm personally sick of it. I've been dealing with this all my life. Look at what this dude right here going through. And yeah, this is an old clip. Angry Man already done talked about this. This is part of the reason why I ain't really want to bring it up, because it feels like I'm just piggybacking. But this is the type of shit men go through on a daily basis.
Let's get to it. You may have maturity. I felt like you don't
All right, let me turn this volume up.
have authority. You have a responsibility, but no authority. That's what I feel.
Well, those are some strong words, but Joya,
Yes.
you didn't.
First of all, this chick right here look evil, but he said a responsibility with no authority. You're not allowed to have the authority of a man, but you have to have all the responsibility.
You have maturity. I felt like you don't have authority. You have a responsibility, but no authority. That's what I feel.
Well, those are some strong words, but Joya,
Yes.
you didn't ask for another date with him. What was the turn on?
Specifically, the turnoff was when I asked that
finna make up
question
something right now.
about would you date a single mother?
And keep in mind, he has the clip frozen for a reason. Copyright and all that bullshit, but whatever.
And Jacoby, you proceeded to tell me that basically you're a high value man and you are too good for a single mother. However, you did also tell me that you were raised by a single mother, which is profound for me to think that a single mother's not good enough for you, but it's good enough for a woman to raise you.
First things first, he didn't ask to be raised. He didn't ask to be born. And a lot of these chicks try to have babies to try to trap the man that don't want to be around them no more, because they done ran them off. And probably show that dude the same amount of disrespect that she's showing right now, because this ain't her place to be saying this. But whatever.
That's unfair.
Life isn't fair, adult woman. And she started off the conversation using shaming language.
And it's very
shaming
insensitive
tactics.
to women out there who have children.
All right,
So?
Just because it's a cycle, I wanted to continue.
It doesn't have to continue.
what I'm
No, he
saying
wants to
is-
break
is
that
that
It's
cycle.
more about
It has nothing to
Why
do with the
would you
cycle.
cut off and say that single women are not on the same
What
level.
you're supposed to learn from is history. So you're a
What's
very
that got to-
intelligent
No,
what's
let me
that got
stop
to
you
do
right
You're a
with
very
there.
intelligent woman.
Dude,
I mean-
stand down. He ain't disrespecting to being rude to your woman. Shut up.
Yeah, that's another thing. You heard the other dude coming in. The whoa, bro, you can't be saying that. Like, shut up. Shut up. But understanding his point of view, because I personally have said this, I don't need no kids holding me back. Okay, if you're a man and you haven't achieved your goals or reached your where you feel your potential is, you don't feel like settling down yet. You still got work to do. And how is it that I'm going to be able to work on what it is I'm trying to work if all my time is being spent with somebody else's kids? Kids that I didn't make. You're forcing responsibility onto a man who didn't ask for it. And then you're trying to shame him into taking that responsibility when you should have just made better choices. Point blank. That's it.
Tape off.
You're a very intelligent woman, right?
Yes.
So if you know, if as a woman growing up, you know it's the less likelihood for you to be successful by having a child. So what you do, you be more proactive.
Yeah, less likely to
Using
be more
condoms?
What's
successful.
that got to do
You
with
making sure
your
that you,
choice?
okay, if you're getting pregnant, then all right, cool. Maybe I shouldn't continue having this child because I'm not getting married. A better chance of me having a successful life.
Oh yeah, and back to the point I was getting, because I know he's over explaining himself. He really shouldn't be explaining himself to none of these chicks at all. You got a problem with it, suck it up. Like, that's how I would have fucking walked off that stage, but I'm not him. All right. Back to what I was, I mean, yeah, this could have been scripted. For all we know, they probably got some dude to just repeat some stuff and then set him up to look bad on TV. But back to what I was getting at, okay? Which we was talking about, I was left off on this. Man, how did I forget what I was talking? See, I'm very foggy right now.
You're
Excuse me.
speaking of-
Let me go back
Take
so I
the
can
tape
see if
off.
I can remember.
You're a very intelligent woman, right?
Yes.
So if
Okay.
you know, if as a woman growing up, you know it's the less likelihood for
Yeah,
you to
that
be
was the point I
successful
was
by
about
having
to
a
make.
child. So what you do,
Excuse me.
you be more proactive.
He's talking about being more proactive. You know, chicks usually, when they hear that, they try to like get all defensive and then talk about the dude like he's a pookie or something. He's just out here getting chicks pregnant and out here just sleeping with everybody. One, that's not the case. You don't want to deal with a single mother. What about your choices? What do you mean his choices? He's choosing to not be bothered. That's it. Like, that's it. All right, and you talking about his choices. Obviously, his choices aren't affecting him in a negative manner if he's in the position to be able to say what he's saying.
Using condoms.
What's that got to do
You making
with
sure
your
that you,
choice?
okay, if you get
And he's
pregnant,
telling them what
then,
they
all right,
shoulda
cool,
did.
Maybe I shouldn't continue having this child because I'm not getting married.
Yeah.
A better chance.
It's
of,
the woman that chooses to have the child, not the man. And the women usually be trying to use that child to ruin the man's life. Ruin his steam, ruin whatever locomotion he was getting. Guarantee it.
me having a successful life.
You're
Jacoby,
speaking
by
of
finding a
me.
man. That's what I'm
Excuse me.
thinking.
So you were
He's not talking about you personally. What's this lady? I feel like I've seen her before, but I can't place her.
raised by a single
She look evil as shit, man. She look like the Wicked Witch of the West. I am dead serious. Look at her face and how turnt it is because of what he said. That's another issue I have with some of these chicks. They have this how dare you attitude. They can tell you what you need and ought to be doing, but you can't say what, you know what I'm saying? If you came at them with that, all hell will break loose. This dude is literally at a round table with, chicks like this and, simping ass dudes all coming against him. He has no backup, nothing.
mother.
Yes. And
Is your mother still
struggled.
alive?
I struggle. My mom's still
Did
alive.
she struggle or did you struggle?
That's the dumbest question I ever heard in my life. Let's bring it back.
What about you personally? What's this lady? I feel like I've seen her before, but I can't place her.
Raised by a single mother.
Yes. And
Is your mother still
struggled.
alive?
I struggle. My mom's still
Did
alive.
she struggle or did you struggle?
Both of us struggle.
Okay, so your words that echoed all around social media, and I want to make sure that we have this clearly, were, I'm a high value man. I've done things to step up my echelon, and I'm not going to settle for a single mother.
What does that sound like to you? A chick will turn you down because your dick ain't big enough. You're 2 inches too short in the height department. You're not making 6 figures. Cardi B was making a song about that, or already then made a song. I don't know when she came out with the shit. I was just overhearing, you know, women at my, you know what I'm saying? Just listen to it. You know what I'm saying? While we cleaning. You talking about how broke niggas don't deserve pussy. So a broke chick can get dick, but a broke dude ain't allowed to have pussy, which goes back to the whole men are, you know, determined based on their money. The value of man has nothing to do with him or his character. She gonna talk about his character, but they don't give a fuck about that. Because earlier in this video, there was a chick who let, you know, a guy she thought was an NBA player smash twice, and she didn't even know the dude's name. She was just she opened her legs up for the dude because he pulled in with a yellow Lamborghini.
At the end, he told me his name. My cousin looks him up. She's like, he's playing NBA. I'm like, ooh, cool, right? You know. So we go out and shit. You know, we end up. He picked me up in Lamborghini. That's my favorite car, favorite color.
Favorite car, favorite color.
It was yellow. So we ended up in the parking structure. And we had sex in the parking structure of my hotel.
Yeah, in the parking strip. She don't know the dude's name. I'm not finna play the whole story. We're getting back to this shit.
Your mother's still alive?
I struggle. My mom's still alive.
Did she struggle or did you struggle?
Both of us struggle.
Okay, so your words that echoed all around social media, and I want to make sure that we have this clearly, were, I'm a high value man. I've done things to step up my echelon, and I'm not going to settle for a single mother.
Yeah,
Did I have that correctly? I want to be clear.
Yeah, we'll be selling.
Right. So what makes you think you're a high value man? The car you drive?
Well, yeah. Yeah. The last chick let a dude fuck because the car he drove, excuse me.
Now, the value I put out into the world.
What about your character?
I have great character.
That means the value you put out to the world.
I built myself to basically have better choices. You want to know why? Because women can choose and make a choice.
They can.
They can say, I don't want to date a man that makes less than 6 figures.
They can.
And then what are you doing? You're
But we're not
demeaning a man.
talking about that.
Women
That's
can
not
talk
the
about their
situation at
What I
hand.
want
Yeah,
That's a great
exactly what we're
comparison.
talking
That's a
about.
great comparison. And she knows it. That's why she's trying to deflect. He is 100% right. A woman can say they don't want a dude that's not 6 foot. They don't want a dude who don't make six figures. They don't want a man if he don't have swag. That is a perfect correlation. She knows he's right, but in an attempt to stop, she's going to deflect and say, well, we're not talking about that.
No, they're going to deflect. I've seen the rest of the video. They're going to deflect and then attack his character. That's what they're going to do. Can't win the argument, so we're going to say some stuff that hurt your feelings.
Women can say, I won't date a man less than 5'8".
Yep.
And a man could be 5'4". Do they care about
What does that have to do
They don't care about the short dudes feeling when they say that shit.
all of those
with
men?
anything?
If a fat man is sitting here, he can be a fat man, right? But if a fat woman is sitting here, you would say, oh no, we're body positive. Oh, no, we
Facts.
can't say that. We can't. It's all about picking her up. So every time it's saying something for a man,
Bro,
it's down.
you got
don't-
a lot on your back. Okay.
Yeah,
No,
it's no
you don't have a
argument.
defense. Sign language. Now it's the guilt.
So what I
I'm
want
just
to be
being- I'm just saying
clear,
equal
not
rights.
just for you, but for everybody out there, is the car you drive, your resume, your bank account, your accolades is not what makes you a high value man.
Definitely.
Even though he has all that and chicks love that stuff. But okay.
We are all defined by the sum of our deeds and our character, and you, brother, are coming up to the sum of 0.
Okay, so how does she know that? Is she God? Like that's what I'm wondering. Like I was saying, man. And keep in mind, you know, some of y'all mama will do that to you. You know, back to what I was getting at in the beginning. Your family, your sister will do that to you. And they do that to try to break you. Because how dare you say something they didn't like. But, you know, in that situation, you just got to take it because you the child in that situation. Well, except for when dealing with your sister. But then you snap at your sister. They come at you with the whole respecting women shit.
Be clear.
Amen.
Again, I don't know this dude. I don't know any of these people. If
Yeah.
somebody will let me know in the comments. I will say this: host changed the conversation at the very end.
Like shit, they do that. Now, and some of these chicks, man, because we always talking about that. Like, some of them will treat you that way as a son because of their issues they have with your dad. That's where some of it comes from. Like these chicks, a lot of them just hate the men, hate they men. They don't love men. They don't love us. Okay, I'm just gonna be blunt. They just don't love us. If our value is based off of, you know, everything we provide and all the money we got and what we can give them, they never loved us to begin with. They just think they do because you're doing something for them. Like, everything about a man is not valuable until he's putting something out. You think I'm playing? Some of y'all teens right now, the moment y'all turn 18, watch how things switch up. Just being real here. Now is you ain't got no job. You ain't doing nothing in life. What you doing with yourself? Fresh out of high school. Fresh out of high school. They'll determine your value based on some bullshit that ain't gonna last. I've been through 6, 7 jobs. You know what I'm saying? I've been through, I had my own apartment, lost my apartment. You know what I'm saying? Rented rooms, was doing the hotel life, was on the street at one point, all that. I've been all through the spectrum. You gotta recognize that your value, you have value regardless of what's going on with your bank account. Okay, and you shouldn't be letting nobody talk to you in this manner because of the decisions that you're making in life. Unless they come respectfully out of wisdom and they're trying to help you, that's one thing. If they're trying to help you like legitimately because they see you're going to do something that's going to be dangerous, that's different. But if they just coming at you because of your personal preference, personal, you know, like, get out of my face. That's not your place. All right. Like, this video just made me upset. I'm just gonna be real. It made me mad upset. And I was watching this earlier too. But like I was saying, man, make sure y'all, you know, y'all support these dudes for real. The more I dig and will go deeper into these videos, the more I realize that these men are saying the same stuff I was saying growing up and on my YouTube earlier. They said it before I did. I just didn't know it. All right, either that or we're all thinking the same thing. I remember the Angry Man was talking about, you know, men at their jobs and everything. Which goes back to the video I made on my channel earlier about jobs being emasculating. You have no power there. Like they don't respect you for what you are. Like, yeah, you're not the CEO, you're not the manager or nothing. But if you and everyone else decide to quit that same day, they will have no workers. Who gonna run their machines? Who gonna drive their forklifts? Who gonna sort their product? Who gonna cook their food? Who gonna take their orders? Like, you are important. You shouldn't be letting them come at you like that. It's that power dynamic. It's all control. Oh, you can't wear that. Why? Nothing in the manual said that I couldn't. So why is it an issue? You know what I'm saying? Then when you do have a backbone, because any man worth their salt is not just gonna sit there and just take some bullshit. You say something, they gonna be looking for a way to fire you. That's how these places work. You know, and it's all just to try to put you down and make you lower. They say it's being humble. No, they're just trying to break you. It's one thing to recognize what you're capable of and just not brag about it. It's another thing when they're trying to keep you low and timid. Anyway, that's all I had to talk about.